KCAAradio.com.
KCAA.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Palmtrees in Progress Presents on NBC, KCAA 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. I'm your host, Erick Save Your Soul Osario, and joined with us, as always, is the better half of the show, Andrew Berkeley Big Dog Tavares. I must have not queued up the DJ sounds, but there they are now. Yo, brother man, how are you doing? How's it going?
Good, man. Good as always. How about yourself?
Oh, doing pretty good. Still full off some Thanksgiving leftovers. I had a little bit of leftovers yesterday, and I'm sure we can talk about that a little bit, you know. But as always, we got a great show planned for the listeners. We'll be chopping it up a bit, going over some news articles that we skimmed and pretended to read, and as well as talk about a couple of recent viral videos. And before that, let's catch up a little bit. I thought it'd be nice. Usually we have guests on the show. Thought it'd be nice since the holidays had just passed if we, shoot the shoot, catch up a little bit, and
You mean to tell me I only get to talk to you tonight? Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but I'll do it.
Most unfortunate souls, but thank you for taking the time to chop it up with me. How's everything with you, man? How was your Thanksgiving? I know we didn't get to spend it together, and I also missed game night, but how was your Thanksgiving? How was the weekend?
You missed out. Dude, but I got to hear about your beautiful luxury weekend that you had. But all right, we'll start with me. Oh no, dude, it was great. Thanksgiving was awesome. We had everyone together at our house. My mom loves to cook, so we usually host at our spot. And yeah, man, we had one new guest. It's one of our friends. His name's Bailey. He works for the Chargers, and we actually met him at what do you know? Run Club, Newport Run Club. Shout out Newport Run Club.
Shut up. You're making this up. You're making it up. You're making me just try to exercise. I feel like this is what this is all about.
This is what it's all about, man. Yeah, no, we met Bailey.
Bailey's not even a real name. Bailey's a freaking liqueur.
He's real. He's real. I have a picture with him.
Okay, all right. The Bailey's not a liqueur. He's a real guy. Let's hear about it.
Ooh, but Bailey sounds good. No, dude, it was great. It was awesome. It's funny, too, because whenever I talk to Bailey, he's from Georgia, and he says that he came out here, he moved out here in August, and Antonia had already made friends with one of his best friends from Georgia, so when he moved out here, she was like, oh, you guys got to meet my friend Bailey. It worked out. He was a really cool guy, and, dude, the one thing that I really...
Who was Bailey's best friend? Who was Bailey's best friend, by the way? We're gonna talk all about Bailey, but we're not shouting out his best friend.
Shout out Carly.
iCarly? The iCarly?
The iCarly.
Awesome.
No, dude, I mean, it's really cool because, again, whenever I meet people that aren't from California, which is a lot in California, which is really weird, and they always talk about how fake people are. I'm like, you know what? You guys suck. I was like, nobody asked you guys to move to California. nobody wanted you guys here.
Yeah, we were doing we were doing fine without you, even if we had to deal with some fakies.
Yeah, it's like, why'd you even move here then? So then, in my to combat that, I really try to show some Southern California hospitality. You know how they say Southern hospitality? Southern California hospitality.
And you know what? All of us Californians, we appreciate and thank you for that.
Oh, dude, we got to put on. I'm not going to have people come to California and talk bad about us.
Yeah. We're all like high most of the time, and I guess microdosing nowadays. What do you mean? How are we fake? We're just kind of not there.
We're just out of it.
Yeah, we're just out of it a little bit. Come on, man.
Give us 2 seconds to process it.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what? Big Dog Bailey, he's I'm assuming he doesn't have a lot of family out here right now if he came from Georgia.
No, yeah, and yeah, exactly. So all his family's out in Georgia. He works for the Chargers and had a home game this weekend, so he didn't get to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And it was his first Thanksgiving away from everybody. And so, yeah, dude, we were hanging out with him, and what was it, like the week before Thanksgiving, and he was going over these plans, and I'm like, dude, you can't be alone on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
like, there's no way.
No,
I'm like,
yeah.
What?
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Tavares family for holding it down and giving them some Southern California hospitality. I'm glad. What were you guys? Were you guys drinking out there? What was Bailey sipping on some Baileys? What was he hitting?
Dude, we need Bailey to do that. No, he was taking it easy. No, just one drink, but nothing crazy. It wasn't a huge party. It was just more of, we all got to get together and eat and break bread. It was great.
Yeah, I saw the post. Absolute legends. I was like, oh, look at these guys. Look at everybody there. Beautiful Tavares family holding it down.
And we didn't post a picture of Bailey.
Well, obviously someone needs to take the photo of the Tavares family.
Yeah, I know.
Bailey's the free tripod. You know what I mean? It's like you don't even have to worry about setting them up. Oh, I love it.
No timer, nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we invited him. What about you, dude? What about you? How was your Thanksgiving? How was it out there?
Thanksgiving was awesome. Obviously spent it with the fam. We stayed posted, so we didn't have to deal with any traffic. And had a lot of turkey, had a lot of stuffing, and played some games with the family. And it was a good old time watching the football game. What's a football game?
Oh.
Yeah, I was like,
you watch football during Thanksgiving. What's that rule? What is that rule? I need to talk about this.
I also I watched the parade in the morning. I woke up and lucky enough it was
Macy's parade.
Yeah, the Macy's parade. The kiddos crashed out in the living room, and so I went over there, turned on the TV while it was on mute, and like at 8:30 when the parade started, I was like, hey, yo, what up, guys? Like the parade's starting. Like, you guys want to watch it? And they're like, oh, the parade's starting. Can we watch it? And I was like, yup. Turned on the volume. I was like, I already had it on. I didn't want to wake you guys up. So they were pretty stoked. Saw One Piece. Did you guys know that they have this that Snoopy character in the parade? That's crazy. I can't believe they did that.
The big dog?
The big Snoopy dog. Snoop Doggy.
Big white Snoopy dog?
Yep.
Snoopy Doggy Dog.
Speaking of Snoop Doggy Dog, did you Snoop Dogg's actually not quitting smoking, huh? Did you see that? That was some good advertisement. Little marketing gimmick.
What do you think about that, dude? I think that was the coolest thing ever. Mm-hmm. They got me.
Mm-hmm. It really did. It got me, and it got my mother too. My mom was like, "Hey, did you hear Snoop Dogg's gonna stop smoking?" She's like, and then follows up with, "I wonder when my Snoop Dogg's gonna stop smoking."
I knew it.
To which I responded, "Probably never," because my mama didn't raise a quitter. I think I followed up with that. So.
Man.
Yeah, she got sad after that and then left Thanksgiving. She went on a drive.
Hey, you know what's funny though?
Yes.
Those turkey tamales smacked.
I heard that the turkey tamales smacked, and so I'm glad to hear. At the family game night that I was unable to make it to, everybody made their own tamales. What'd you guys cook up? What kind of tamales did you guys do?
Just the regular ones. We didn't even cook them up. I wish we did. We bought them from Northgate. Shout out Northgate.
Shout out Northgate. They are delicious. I had a Friendsgiving a couple years ago, and a couple people brought tamales. And actually, friend of the show, Sick Mind Custom Works, who was here the other day, and they are going to be at the Festival of Lights across from the Chicano Art Museum, the Cheech's Art Museum. They're going to be there this Friday and Saturday. He actually brought tamales as well, and at Friendsgiving, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, it was so good!" Like he's like, "Yeah, my grandma made them." Blah blah blah. It's like or maybe he said his mom made them, and everyone's like, "Tell your mom thank you." Like they were great. Like it was an awesome family recipe. He's like, "Yeah, thanks." At the end of the day, he told me, "Yo, I bought this from Costco." They were frozen tamales that I just warmed up in the oven from Costco, and yep. So I always thought that was awesome. And shout out to Sick Mind Customs. I am sipping out of their mug right now. You could buy stuff like this and other things at the Mission Inn Festival of Lights
let me tell you, I went.
Fume.
I
Yeah,
went.
yeah, yeah. You went. I was actually in Orange
made it.
County while you were in Riverside. That was pretty awesome.
It was pretty funny. I don't know how that keeps working like that, but it does.
I was
you
in
know?
Newport. I was in Newport, kicking it with Bailey, getting my run on. And I was like,
That's
do
funny.
I have
That's where
to?
I'm at right now. I'm in Newport right now.
Are you in Newport right now? I thought I saw some
I'm
red.
in Newport.
I thought I saw some red on your face, and I was like, kind of looks like brake lights. It looks like somebody's brake lights. Turns out it was. Turns out it was somebody's brake lights. If you guys are tuning in on kcaaradio.com, you guys can watch the live stream. And Andrew's eyes pop with some red. They look amazing. And yeah.
Do you want me to flip it for the camera to see? Because this person's still parked here with the brake lights. It's still red.
I mean, I don't know if it'll pop up, if it'll just be that beautiful office
my
setting.
background.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, this is awesome. Dude, there's a car in your office. Watch out. Whoa.
I guess that's what we get for being cheap and going on the first floor.
That was a close one. Oh, man. So you're out there right now.
Yeah,
Are you guys doing the run thing?
Antonio's out doing the run thing. You know, I'm doing the best part of it afterwards.
The pub
happy
crawl.
hour.
Oh,
Yep,
man. So
pub
what
crawl.
is it? Is it Wednesdays? Does it happen Wednesdays and Sundays or what? Or
Yeah,
just Wednesdays?
it's Wednesdays, and then they get together sometimes on Saturdays. They'll do like a morning run, and then they'll go and do like a bottomless somewhere. So that's happened before. That's pretty cool.
Do me one favor. Go ahead and stop by Charlie's Chili's and go get me like a nice little pint of clam chowder. And just like bring it over when I see you next. You just don't even refrigerate it. Don't even refrigerate it. I don't want to ruin it. Keep it warm. Oh. Yeah. You could sit on it like a chicken does with eggs. I think that'll be fine. It sounds delicious.
So the one right by the spaghetti factory?
No, Charlie's Chili's is on the pier. It's like,
oh, I see it.
Yeah. Oh, do you see it right
right
now?
across from that. It's across from the circle, like the whole.
Yep.
Yep.
It is that
Next to
corn dog.
Sharky's.
This is a corn dog shop right there too.
James.
Is that
corn
what
dog.
it is? Ooh, go get yourself a
Yep.
nice little corn dog, a little cheese dog, maybe a funnel cake for a quarter of the price at Knott's Berry Farm.
Ooh, dude, that's crazy. A quarter of the price.
Oh yeah, it's like $11 or something. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, we got
no,
all.
but dude, it was-
Gone. I'm
You
sorry.
got a caller?
What? No. I was
You
like,
got
we got a
called?
lot of news to get into, but Andrew, how was the Mission Inn Festival of Lights from an OC native coming to the IE for the Mission Inn Festival of Lights for the first time? And you came opening night. So thanks for like catching footage and giving us a montage for the show because that would be super sick, but you didn't do that.
Could you play it back? Hey Jamie, can you play it back?
Go ahead and
you didn't get my
cue
you didn't
the
get my
clip.
email?
We got the clip queued up, and it is you flipping me off, is what it looks like in the video.
Oh, so Jamie got it.
Oh, you left the lens cap on. It looks like you left. Where do you even buy a lens cap for an iPhone? I don't even know. So,
Yeah, no, dude, it was awesome. I loved it. It was a great time. Shout out to Apple Maps for telling us to get off 2 exits before.
ooh,
the
so what are
super
we
fast
talking?
exit
14th Street maybe, or prior to that?
Prior to that.
Okay, it was one exit before 14th. Being an
Yes,
RCC alumni, 14th Street was the exit on the 91. So, I'm guessing you went off on Central then.
Yeah, it was. It was Central. We got off. We took the back roads. We actually were headed towards Tio's Tacos, which was bomb, dude.
Ooh, did you
That
get
was
it?
my first time.
Did you get to explore the area and see all of the art?
Yeah. So we originally we missed the 4:30 ceremony, like the 5:30, the light switch on and all the fireworks. We missed all of that in the beginning because we got there around like 5:36. We went straight to Tio's Tacos. It was great, dude. It was bomb. The food was amazing. That entire area was awesome. Like you get to walk around the entire Mexican restaurant. They own like a house next door, the whole back area.
Casa to something. It's so awesome that their house. Yeah.
That was the best. That was the most space I've ever seen in a Mexican restaurant.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
it was awesome.
it's beautiful. I mean, honestly, any time of the day is awesome. I love hitting it like lunch or like daylight, maybe like brunch hours and stuff like that. Go have a nice little brewski out there in the little back underneath one of those little where the patio is, and yes, for people who are tuning in who may not know about Tio's Tacos, which would be nuts if you guys are from the IE. It's in downtown Riverside, I believe, off of Mission, and a lot of amazing art all over the entire restaurant. Besides the restaurant having amazing food and good drinks, the art all over is just awesome, and they have a lot about the artist. They have his little bio right there, and it's all with a lot of recycled goods. So he makes a lot of awesome art with recycled goods. One of my favorite additions, because it's been a couple years since I went. I went not too like a couple weeks ago, but before that, it's been a couple years. One of the newest additions I really enjoyed was the minions done out of the propane tanks. They made little minions out of the propane tanks, and I was like, oh, that's a grandpa doing something for the grandkids right there. That's what I recognize. I was like, you guys like minions? I can do that. I got you.
Dude, I gotta show you. I have a neighbor that does the exact same thing. He repurposes everything, and he does it for his kids. Like he'll make minions. He'll make the Lightning McQueen from Cars. Like he does so many different characters for his kids every year, and he's always Halloween, Christmas, Easter.
Labor Day for sure.
Labor Day, he's just sitting out there.
Earth Day.
He's a laborer.
That's awesome. And also, the cute hipster barista told me that it's actually called upcycling.
Oh,
upcycling.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I do like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Tio's Tacos is located off of Mission Avenue and Chestnut.
Let's go. I was correct. All right. Glad to know. I was actually out there yesterday in downtown Riverside. I was able to visit the Festival of Lights after work. I got out earlier yesterday. Don't tell my boss. And I made it home. And I was like, you know what? I drove by downtown Riverside, and it looked real. There's no traffic for the exits, and I saw all the lights on. They have the it's not a Ferris wheel. It is a Ferris wheel. They had the Ferris wheel lights all on, and so I went yesterday on a Tuesday. Awesome, bro. Like, I was able to find parking pretty easily. And also, there's all the vendors. All the vendors were still there, so I did not expect most of the vendors to be open on a Tuesday, maybe like 8. I think they might have been shutting it down 9 to 10 p.m. But, pretty good stuff. Allegedly, had a cup of Cane's. Allegedly had a little Cane's cup with something in it. It was for sure a drink, allegedly. I stayed warm, walking around. I was like, this is good. I took a hoodie and a flannel, and of course the missus only took a jacket, and then by the end, I'm only with a hoodie, and she has my flannel. We're both leaving in the same spot. Like, she knew the weather outside prior to us leaving. You see, babe, you sure you don't want to double up on jackets like I did? No, babe, I'll be fine. I'm like, all right, it's kind of cold outside. 5 minutes into walking around Mission Inn, I'm just a hoodie, just rocking just a hoodie. Where's my cute flannel that I had on? My outfit didn't even go together after that, dude. I was like, this makes my eyes pop.
You know what I've learned? Luckily, Antonia asked me, she's always like, hey, she's like, do you think it's going to be cold out there? I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to be really cold. I think you're going to get cold. And I think you're going to
Oh, my gosh.
I think you're not going to be comfortable unless you bring a jacket.
Cousin, this is why you are the best freaking better half of the show. Like, I could not do the show without you. And also, I get to soak up freaking game like this, bro. Like, let's go. It's freezing. You're just really
out there.
Yeah. You're very proficient in Photoshop, so you're always like, just have a thing was like, no, look at the weather. No, it's actually very cold. It's just a fake.
You should bring a jacket. Don't even debate it.
I didn't even know the weather app actually says you should bring a jacket, but that one says it. Bring a jacket, a scarf, and a hoodie.
It's like, you definitely want to bring a jacket. Don't leave the house with it. Oh. Yeah, I just said it.
I do like the update. I love the update on these Google weathers. Oh my goodness. You know what? before we get into the show, I will talk, shout out the missus had her birthday on the 25th, so that's why I wasn't able to make it on the for the game night. But, we went out to the beach to Dana Point, stayed out there for the night, and, it was an awesome time, had a great time. So San Clemente's like a stone's throw away from there, so I was like, let's go hit the Fisherman's Wharf. She's really into seafood. So our plan was to hit the Fisherman's Wharf on Saturday, I believe. And just going to the Fisherman's Wharf, that whole area was just mad traffic. We couldn't find anywhere to park, and we were circling around the spots for a while. And I was like, babe, I think actually she was the one that suggested, she's like, we don't have to go here. We could go somewhere else. Let's just find something. I was like, all right, I'm driving, check out Yelp. So we go to downtown San Clemente, and then around there, there's a coffee shop. So she looks up Yelp. There's a spot that's called Brussels Bistro. So the whole time I'm like, whew, kind of saved myself some scratch because I'm like, I know the Fisherman's Wharf in San Clemente can be expensive. So I was like, all right, anything called bistro, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I'm sure it's gonna be chill as heck. I'll probably spend not too much. They have escargot on the menu, and I'm like, dude, what? You guys, Brussels Bistro, very misleading with the name. I spent more than I would have at the Fisherman's Wharf. Had a great time. But I did tell the waitress, I asked my lady, hey, you ever tried escargot? She's like, nah. So you down? She's like, yup. And she's like, what if we don't like it? And I said, who cares? We got to try it. I've never been, I even told the waitress, I was like, I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant where I've seen escargot on the menu. I heard it in a rap song one time, and I for sure have to get it. And escargot, my cargo, quickly. And
cargo shorts?
What was it? Dude.
Cargo shorts?
I do love cargo shorts. And it was delicious. Had you ever had escargot?
No. You gotta tell everybody what it is.
Escargot.
What is it?
It is basically just some snails. You got little snails. You got the shell and everything. It's funny because they came in like little, beautiful little plate, and then it had little grabbers to pick up the snail shell with. And then you kind of scoop the shell out, or you scoop the snail out of the shell. But at first I was like, it kind of looks like a nutcracker, the little carrier for the shell. I was like, do you like crack this thing open like a friggin' nutcracker with it? That is not what you do. I found out that is not what you do. But it was pretty good, man. I did not think it was kind of like close to mussels and clams and all that.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I was just about to say, I have never even tried it, but if you ask me to spell it, I just figured out how to spell it, and I never thought you'd spell it that way.
Yeah, there's a T at the end? There's a T at the end?
Yeah, what the heck?
Get out of here. Go on, get out of here. Go on, get.
Don't make me spell something super hard.
Yeah.
I just want to eat it. But yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. No, I'm looking it up right now, and so there was garlic and butter, I'm assuming.
Yeah. The waitress was really cool because we're in San Clemente, and I mean, it's easy to feel out of place in like a nicer restaurant like that and stuff. I'm wearing shorts in a Vans hoodie, and our waitress was really rad. She kind of made us feel super at home and not, I was like, all cards on the table. I don't know what this is. And she was like, oh, don't trip. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just swimming in butter and garlic. So it's kind of hard to go wrong on that. And it really took good care of us. And
I love it.
I also told my lady, I was like, I've gotten more pretentious waiters, waitresses, or bartenders at the Yard House.
At Chili's.
At Chili's, at Yard House, at any of these restaurants in Riverside, let alone, as opposed to this nice restaurant in San Clemente. And I'm like, where does this entitlement come from? And I think I'm gonna blame Vanderpump Rules a little bit. It's a show, and everyone I think that is in the cooking industry or the food industry and bartending. They probably watch it and they're like, "Yup, that's me. I'm Jax, and I'm gonna be whacked to everybody else." Yeah.
Or Outback, people at Outback sometimes they get a little frisky, a little too much. Where it's like, sir, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
You don't go all crazy like that.
Yeah, it's chill out, dude. Like this 8-ounce filet mignon is. Come on, calm down.
Relax, relax, calm down. Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. So shout out to the restaurant. I mean, what was the name of the restaurant, or
The
what were we gonna
the
say? Because
the
if you
name.
don't mind me, if I could quote your mama, I was like, oh man, I saw Eric was gone for the weekend. She's like, yeah. She's like, I haven't heard from him in almost 48 hours, and this is about the longest we've gone without talking. She's like, I just want to I want to make sure my Sonny boy is okay. And I was like,
That is the sweetest thing that I've ever heard.
it was beautiful. It was so beautiful, dude.
I wish
And
she
was
was.
like,
I wish she was nice to my face like that. She's like, Hispanic moms. Hispanic moms. You'll
they
never
don't
hear.
do it in front of your face.
You'll never hear the nicest things to your face. But gosh darn, that is beautiful. I'll be like, mama.
And then she ended it with, I'm just worried because he's such a penny pincher. He would never do that. He went to this super expensive place, and I'm like, oh, believe me, I wouldn't want to do that either. But we do anything for our girls.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Speaking of that, I feel pretty good. Dad of the year, killing it right now. My daughter actually is going to be, she just got Student of the Month. So shout out to Grace Aubrey Osario for being Student of the Month. Let's go. And and also, I already killed it and got her. She asked for a certain present, and your boy already got it. It's gonna be at the house tomorrow. So just get an early jump on things. Yeah, just get an early jump on things. So wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for KCAA NBC Radio. So shout out work, shout out everybody over here, hold it down, and
shout out G-Dog.
Shout out G-Dog.
Shout out KCAA.
Yes.
Dang, dude, wow, congratulations to her. Congratulations, Dad. What?
Yeah. Hey.
That's awesome.
Andrew, do you want to know? Do you want to know what she asked for?
What she asked for?
All right. Everybody else, don't listen. She asked for a Casio. Well, she asked for a piano, a nice little piano, a little keyboard,
Ooh.
And I have a bunch already, but they're all like controllers, so you have to have them plugged into a computer or something of that nature. So I wanted to get her a nice little standalone where you can use it to plug into the computer, or it can be just an analog piano. So I let her go through a couple things on Guitar Center, and she got a nice little Casio, nice little red Casio. Yeah. So shout out to Casio. Don't tell anybody else. I'm pretty stoked for it. I might have to borrow it. I saw the video of like all the different like noises that are on there already. I'm like, oh, that synth is really cool on there. That's a good sound. I might have to borrow that from her.
And see, that's what we call a great investment.
Yeah.
Great investment.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I teared up when she asked for that because she's like, oh, I want a guitar, but then also maybe I want a piano. I was like, well, we get her, we get you a little guitar anytime. I was like, why don't you, want a piano? She's like, yeah, I want a piano. So I was like,
oh,
that's right. That's
awesome.
right. It's nice to not have to tell your 8-year-old that like maybe not a toy because you have a lot of toys already. Like for her to figure that out herself.
She was like, yeah, I already have enough. Let me get something cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I can only get so many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures.
That's kind of how I feel with Benny right now. I'm like, bro, what other toys could you want? I'm like, there's only so much creativity in the toy world.
What do you get the dude? What do you get the dude that has everything? You know what? Shout out to Justin Thompson, a good friend of mine, good brother of mine since high school, probably about freshman year. Spent a lot of Thanksgivings with his family as well. He has I had the pleasure to see his son's 1-year-old birthday party. Went there, saw a bunch of the family and good old friends a couple weeks ago, and one of our friend Fernando bought the son a really cool like play school toy or something like that. It looked like a piano. It looked like an MPC piano and a turntable thing all in one. Like it was very like hip hop oriented production thing for a 1-year-old. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I just gave him $40. I just gave $40 in an envelope. Like,
oh man.
Oh, you chunked out a little bit right there. What was that?
Sorry, no. So that's awesome. That's one of the good ones right there.
Yeah, like what a cool little. See, like, does Benny have anything that's a little instrumental wise or anything like that? It's just so cool to see like the toys nowadays that they have. are like they have a lot of instrument but even besides like electric guitar, they have production in mind as well, or even like a lot of coding, like how to get kids ready to code is awesome as well. Like talking about toddler age.
Dude, imagine that. No, I mean that's why I think it's crazy to think about all the different things you can get your kids into. I mean, like I look at Benny and he's into the normal things, which is totally fine.
Oh yeah.
But the Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man,
That
Amazon
all
does
sounds
a
awesome.
great job. But yeah, exactly. And then Amazon does a great job, and they send I don't know if your home got it, but those catalogs where it's just a whole catalog full of toys, only
Ooh,
toys.
I don't think I've seen that, but that was awesome. Back in our day, Andrew, what was it? Toys R Us, Walmart, and Target?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, they had us, dude. They
Yeah.
had us looking through the newspapers like that.
Circle what you
I
want.
mean, it just exactly. And I saw Benny's thing, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you have so many of those. You
Yeah,
already
yeah.
have them. I'm not gonna buy one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little old school in that sense, so I just want to be like, what can I buy you that I want to see you like being curious with it, taking a while with it, like it actually makes you think while you're like using it instead of just I don't know, like just a plain old simple. Oh, this is a toy. There's like I bought a laptop stand for like $10 just to hold my laptop up during work, and he came in and he saw it and he was like, "Bees, what is this?" And there's all the other toys, and he was just like, I'm like, "Oh, it's a laptop stand." Like, but what does it do? And he just had so many questions, and
Awesome.
then he started using it as like an airplane. Just started a bunch of different things, and he was entertained with it for the next 3 hours. And in my head, I'm like, this is how simple it is.
Yep.
Like, it's so simple.
Yep. Cardboard boxes, bro. Good old cardboard boxes, and you know what I mean? Like just making stuff with it and make a little clubhouse out of the box, bro. Out of the box, Disney Channel OG show.
Oh, speaking of,
Mhm.
how about Christian? Christian made it's kind of like from Despicable Me. Wasn't there when they made a robot suit out of like cardboard boxes?
Uh-huh. Awesome.
That's a scene in it, right?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's that movie.
They made like a little spaceship or something like that. Oh, Groot does.
Yeah.
When he's like gonna go to the moon and
It's not
whatever.
Groot. It's
So
not
Christian
Groot.
did that
it's
for
Groot. It's Groot. It's not Groot.
is it
There's no
not?
T at the end.
Groot.
There you go. Yeah. You grew on me being wrong.
Oh, I did.
Womp
But
womp.
yeah, so Christian made Henry and Benny both different like spaceships
Love it. Yeah.
out of cardboard boxes, and you just see these guys wearing it, and they're so happy. It's so funny. It's so cute.
I love it. Oh man.
It was so cute.
Well, we also hope that everyone had a great Thanksgiving and holiday weekend with their loved ones, family, and friends, and all of that. Thank you again for tuning in to Palmtrees in Progress Presents on NBC KCAA. Should we get into the news right about meow?
I think it's about that time.
I think
Let's
it's
do it.
about that time for the news. Top headlines coming in. Palm Trees in Progress News. Palm Trees in Progress News.
Break it down with the news. Pew, 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 pew.
I mean, yeah, I should end it with some air horns. that seems proper. Andrew, do you want to kick off the first one? Since Thanksgiving was not too long ago.
All right, let's start it off.
Okay, so yeah, what's up? You want to read it?
Go for it.
Okay, you sure?
Do it.
All right. So Wanda and Jamal reunite for their 8th Thanksgiving dinner. Some people might remember this, and I for sure do. Did you remember this story at all, Andrew?
Definitely remember. That's why I love to see it every year.
I know it gets me more stoked every year about human decency, human kindness, and just human interactions altogether. So about 8 years ago, Jamal Hinton got an accidental text from Wanda Dench inviting him over for Thanksgiving dinner. He went to that Thanksgiving dinner. This was 8 years ago. And so the text that he first got, it was just a mistaken text, and it went, hey, Thanksgiving dinner at my house, November 24th at 3 p.m. Let me know if you're coming. Hope to see you all. Hope to see you all. And then so the response is, who's this? And then she says, your grandma. Grandma, question mark, can I have a picture? He replies, of who? And he says, you. So he gets a photo of a lady, and he's like, you're not my grandma. But he's like, can I still get a plate, though? And she responds with, of course you can. That's what grandmas do, feed everyone. And he actually went by, so he must have not been too far. Probably the area code, maybe, you know what I mean, I'm guessing, is what made it, not too far. And so for 8 years, he's been going with this awesome family. So shout out to Wanda, shout out to Jamal, and man, it's kind of a beautiful thing, huh?
Dude, it's so beautiful. I'm looking at this text messages again right now, and I'm just like, wow, what a whole, just a funny story. Getting it looks like he's in class when he got that text message.
Yeah. You just see desks behind him. Jamal, can you put your phone away? You were in the middle of class, dude. My grandma. I'm texting my grandma. What are you gonna?
She wants to know if I'm coming for Thanksgiving. All right, just hold on. Give me a second.
Man, dude, they're still going 8 years. And also, what's going on, Jamal? I hope the rest. I hope his family's okay. I hope he's also spending time with his family too, and not just Wanda.
Dude, I love these comments. They're like, one of the persons says, he's family now. I was just thinking about that incident too on Thursday. Everyone thinks about this. I remember this.
Yeah, every year. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy to know that it was 8 years ago, because I'm sure the first year, that's when it went viral. And then maybe the second, third year, I mean, I don't know if every year this story goes viral, but know that it's going on 8 years in a row, dude. Let's go. I mean, this is going longer than most people's relationships.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's beating me for sure. There's still 2 years ahead of me. I just want this to end. I want it to end.
You're like, either Wanda Jamal's relationship is going to end, or my relationship is going to end.
But I want theirs to end first.
But I promise you, not both of them are making it to next Thanksgiving. That was my inner monologue. Sorry, Abby.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. I'm not saying it has to be my relationship, but Wanda and Jamal, balls in your court. Do you want this relationship to end?
Man.
It's on you. It's on you guys. Your guys' next move. Oh man, that is awesome. It's amazing to see. Thanksgiving it's such a time to be with loved ones, and to realize how blessed you are to have the loved ones in your life. And it's awesome to see that families can come together in such a funny text message, an accidental text message, and the comments that you said that you read, they are a legit family now. You know what I mean? 8 years in a row going to Thanksgiving. Come on,
dude, it's awesome.
I mean, hopefully Bailey can chill out and not even make it to 2.
You know what? Maybe next year we'll accidentally text him. Hey, dinner's at 4.
Dinner's for sure, 5 the next day.
Yeah.
Oh man. What are some of your favorite? Yeah, what are some of your favorite dishes for the Thanksgiving, man?
Yeah, so for some of mine, I mean, I'm a big, me and my belly, I'm a big starch guy. I love me some potatoes. I got yams, potatoes, I got it all, man.
Oh, it's a good song. I know it. I get it.
Two sabes. Yeah.
Two sabes. Dude, and one thing that everybody knows, listeners of the show know that Andrew's tummy loves some starch. He's a starch.
Oh, I love it.
He's a starch.
Give me potatoes anywhere,
dude.
Any form, dude.
Yeah. A big thing. My big thing is mac and cheese. Brian, my sister, makes some nice baked mac and cheese, and it is always a bop. I love me some baked mac and cheese.
Ooh, and for the listeners, a bop is a good thing. That's a good thing.
Okay, I'm on Urban Dictionary, and you are right. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. I used it correctly. I was a little nervous. Oh,
Write that down. Write that down. Write that
write
down.
that down. Oh my
No,
goodness.
that's awesome, dude. Mac and cheese is the best. And you know what? I will say that is not something that is a regular at my Thanksgiving. And I never really grew up with mac and cheese on Thanksgiving. But as I've talked to a lot of people, it's a big part of everyone's Thanksgiving. So I think I'll be the mac and cheese guy. I need
Nice.
to be the one that brings in the homemade mac and cheese. But I've never really had it for Christmas. We have macaroni salad, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
Or maybe fruit salad, but never mac and cheese.
Yummy,
And
yummy.
I don't know why. It need it.
Fruit
It
salad.
needs it.
Yummy.
This was my first year having sweet potato casserole. Have you ever had that?
Does it have mushrooms? Mushrooms. I'm sorry. Does it have marshmallows in it?
It does.
Oh,
It does have
yes.
marshmallow.
Yeah. You know what? A couple years ago, at Justin Thompson's house, that was the first time that I had the sweet potatoes with the mushrooms and all. I'm sorry, marshmallows in it. And I was like, oh, dude, like, you can get me to eat more of this stuff if you throw like more sugar on it. This is awesome.
It's so good. There's so much sugar.
Yeah. It's so awesome. You know, another good, like, a funny thing that could be healthy for you, but then like the recipe that I like ruins it, is Brussels sprouts. Like bacon and like all, you know, sometimes it's like syrup or whatever kind of like sauce and bacon on it. I'm like, that's my Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, I love those. Those are the best.
Ones that don't have bacon in it, not my Brussels sprouts.
No, those aren't mine.
Not my
vote
Brussels
for him.
sprouts. Bacon, those are mine. Where did my red hat come from? What is going on?
Not mine.
My red hat just says, not my Brussels sprouts. Make Brussels sprouts great again. Make Brussels sprouts have bacon again.
You're... Eric, that's great marketing.
Thank you.
You know, Brussels sprouts sales would go through the roof.
Speaking of sales going through the roof, do we talk about the lobster of the red?
Let's do it. What's going through the red? What's sending Red Lobster in the red?
Do you want to shoot this one, or do you have another article you want to spit?
No, go for it. No, I'm down for it. You had a perfect segue into it.
Oh, segways. You know the guy who invented a Segway? The Segway little thing died on a Segway going off a cliff. Do you remember those Segways?
Wait, the brakes ran out or what?
I don't know the exact reason. I honestly, I think that the Segway was like, you couldn't really figure out the problem because it was the bottom of a cliff, but that's how the gentleman who invented Segways died, rode it off of a cliff, and it did seem to be accidental. So, yeah, I fell off a Segway once, but a Red Lobster loses $11 million in latest quarter on all-you-can-eat shrimp deal. Red Lobster says that its ultimate endless shrimp deal, which allows customers to pay $20 for all you can eat. So it all you can eat shrimp. So it lost $11 million in the third quarter. Oh man. So $25 for all you can eat shrimp.
Rough.
Yeah, I mean,
all you can eat shrimp?
Yeah, for $25. That's honestly, for me, I'd be like, that's too expensive. I'm not gonna eat $25. I'm not gonna eat $25 worth of shrimp. Like, you know what I will do? $25 for a sushi spot. That's kind of usually like the going rate for all. You know what I mean? Like all you can eat.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
no, but I mean that's the deal.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I do all day. I'll be like, yo, $25, $30 for all you can eat. Sushi. Sushi's a bop. I'm like, you could get a bunch of different little, versions of it. But I don't know. I'm not gonna pay $20 or $25 for all you can eat shrimp from Red Lobster. Although I do love their red biscuits, the little cheddar biscuits.
Those biscuits, man. Have you ever made those homemade?
Oh, you mean the ones that they? Yep, I have, and they are delicious.
They're delicious. I love those biscuits. But dang, for $25, I guess I'm kind of with you. Like I like a bottomless mimosa, $25 all you can eat and drink deal for $25.
Oh, exactly.
That seems more worth it to me.
No, yeah, great point. Great point. You can do that. I mean, honestly, even Rodrigo's or Don Jose's offers it for the brunch thing for like less than $15 for at least food and all you can drink.
Yeah, that seems like a better deal to me.
Yeah.
So
That's always It's always seemed
we're
like a
making.
better deal than El Torito for me.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with El Torito. I had their brunch last year, and it just not does not hit the same. Completely, just not worth the
I
price.
I've never dug El Torito, if we can be honest. I know we used to go as a family a lot, and I would always be like, well, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, let me just get some chorizo and eggs, and I
Omelet
mean,
bar. That's
yeah.
all I ever ate there, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be happy with that. And maybe a
So
waffle.
so what about El Torito's? Your last experience at El Torito made you hate it so much?
Dude, it was just so bad. It was like, okay, well, one, we went for like a bottomless and the all you can eat,
Uh huh.
and then when the bottomless, dude, well, there was nobody coming around at all taking our like
Oh, that's the worst.
drink orders or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
so we started getting up and just we saw where they were like holding all the drinks,
I love this
and
so
we're just
far.
getting our own bottles.
You love
We were
this?
all just grabbing our own bottles. We would
Yes, that's
reach over,
awesome. Who'd you
and when we
go
just
with?
start
Did you
putting.
go with the family or just some friends?
No, I went with Carissa and her friends. Actually, I was the DD.
110%. Once you said Carissa, I was like, duh, for sure.
I'm looking at them and I'm like, I know what this price is gonna be at the end. I'm like, you guys aren't even getting your drinks worth. I'm like, I'm a DD for the lamest all you can drink mimosa ever. I'm like, you
Yo.
guys need to get drinks up here. And so then they went and they started grabbing their own
So you,
bottles,
so you
filling
were
themselves up.
the DD who was like, go on, get it, come on, you
Yeah, like
bet.
send it. I'm not here. I'm not
I'm
just
still
here
gonna
to
send
watch you
it.
guys.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I do love to hear it. I mean, your sister Carissa, for sure, my cousin, and is like, I see the bigger like the bigger thug out of from her out of between both of us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, out of all three of us, she's thugging out. And I had the pleasure of going to the comedy show with you guys, and it was awesome. And I was like, I saw a lot of your dad in her in the best way possible. I was like, yep. I won't get hurt. Carissa will protect me. She'll stand up for me.
Oh, that's awesome. No, yeah, definitely. So she was down. She was she was about it. Everybody else was about it, and they went crazy. But it was just a tough experience. And then at the same time, it's like, all right, what are we paying for? The food was not. It was
Yep.
like just
Go.
dried out, sitting out there for a while. It just wasn't. It was not worth
Do you
it.
remember what the
I
price
didn't like
was?
it.
Probably about like 35, close to 40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I've always said that about Don Jose's or Rodrigo's over. I've liked it more than El Torito because, sure, you're not getting all you can eat, but in what you're sacrificing in all you can eat of that mediocre food, you can get a little bit more quality food of a one plate, which will, you know what I mean? Like, really, if you're drinking mimosas, how many times are you going to go up for your, and fill up your plate on food?
Yeah, no, definitely, dude. Shout out to Rodriguez last time that we went out there.
Oh, what a beautiful time!
That service
Always.
is really good, and they had the mariachis. It was great. I think it was
Do
great.
you remember how
Shout out
cool?
Rodriguez.
What kind of song they played? Obviously, they played some Freddie Fender for us. Was it Wasted Days and Wasted Nights? And also then some Coco for the kids. Dude, it was so awesome.
And then don't forget my favorite song, man.
What was it?
Guacamole.
Oh, guacamole! Oh, man. Thanks again for tuning in to Palmtrees and Progress Presents on NBC KCAA. Don't forget to visit the Mission Inn Festival of Lights this Friday and Saturday in downtown Riverside. We will have Sick Mind Customs will be there across from the Cheech Art Museum, the Chicano Art Museum. I can't remember the exact street that's on right now, but the Cheech Museum, it's right. They're going to be posted up right across from there, having a lot of quality goods and a lot of cool stuff. So go ahead and check them out. I'm sipping out of one of their cool little koozies.
I got you, dude. I looked it up real quick. So it is located off of Mission Avenue in Orange, or Mission Avenue in Lemon. So it's right between them both.
Yeah, so it's on the Mission Inn right there, So off of that exit, go ahead, go check out the lights, take the kids out there, go spend some money, go have some nice little hot cocoa. I believe they have the Andrew. Did you see the ice rink out there when you went with the fam?
Yep, yep. The ice rink was there, dude. Everything was there.
Awesome.
It was a great time. I really shout out big time to downtown Riverside. I thought it was beautiful. It was my family's first time going out there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Obviously, it was packed. It was the first time.
Yeah, the first night. I was gonna ask how the fam dig. You know what I mean? We got about like 5 minutes before we have to get out of here, but you know, did the family love it out? You know, visiting.
Yeah, everybody enjoyed it. It was great. I mean, we got lucky. We were able to just pull straight into the parking structure right away. Got Theo's Tacos right away. We got in line, ate it, walked around, and it was nice, dude. It was just great to see all the Christmas lights. The Mission Inn is completely lit up. All the vendors. It was a great time. It was really a community vibe, and I enjoyed it. I know my family did too. Everybody, it was a great time. So I highly encourage everybody listening, just please go out there and check it out. Support your local artists, your local vendors, everything out there. It was great, and yeah, man, I'm very happy and stoked to be a part of the IE community with this radio show, and I appreciate you. But yeah, definitely everybody go out there. It was a great time.
Hey, what about for like people who want to go out of town or out of the city to go visit some stuff? Like, is there anything that you would recommend in Orange County, Fullerton, or any of those areas out there to go visit?
Yeah, you know, if anybody wants to go to the county, yeah. There's the local spot off of Yale Street in Fullerton, California, which is really cool.
Oh, you're chunking out a little bit? What were the streets? I'm sorry.
Around a bunch it's off of Chapman and Yale Street. It's in Fullerton. It's actually a really cool street. The guy that invented this is called the Yale Balls, the Christmas Yale Balls, and he invented it there. In the entire neighborhood, dude, they buy cranes and they hang all these lights from the trees, the giant trees. It's a really good time. They play music. You could drive by houses that have the radio, adjusted for it. So that's
always the best. You see the lights shift to the music on the radio.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. And then you got the Newport Boat Show as well. That was fun around.
Oh, which day is that? Because for sure I'm there almost every year. So do you know when that is off the top?
The Newport one is. Let me just look it up real quick.
Hey,
yeah, the Christmas one is coming up soon. I think it.
Andrew, let's go allegedly drink in public while we're over there.
You're not down.
Oh.
Let's do it. All right. I take off December 17th to Colorado. So let's get it next weekend. Maybe if they're open.
Yes. All right.
Free.
And even if they're not open, we'll figure out some Christmas lights to go walk around and stay warm on. All right, that's a plan. That's a plan. We got about 2 minutes before we have to get out of here, so thank you again for tuning in to Palm Trees in Progress Presents on NBCKCAA. I'm your host, Erick Save Your Soul Osario, and joined with us, as always, is the better half of the show, Andrew Berkeley Big Dog Tavares. So, you got anything to say before we get out of here, bro?
No, dude, nothing. I'm glad you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everybody else had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for listening. Again, dude, I'm excited for Christmas season. I don't know about you, but Christmas usually starts for me the day after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday. So I haven't even had a week full of Christmas yet. I don't know about you. I don't know. When do you start Christmas?
Oh, man. Honestly, it should be the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, it kind of started a little bit. I've putting on some Christmas music. What's your favorite Christmas song before we get out of here?
Ah, man. Dang, what's that Mariah Carey one?
That's a bop. I'm gonna say I love the was the Drifters' White Christmas. Basically anything that was in Home Alone.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
That Run Rudolph song's pretty good too. The Run Rudolph Run.
I love that.
Dude, for sure.
You're ready to close it out on that.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Next week, let's talk about more Christmas movies. Let's talk about more Christmas holiday themed stuff to do.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's wave bye to November.
Bye, November.
You were great. You were great.
Bye, guys. Make sure we'll catch you guys next week.
CAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.